Hello and welcome to Spiritually Free. I am your host, Lucy, and today we're going to get into the second house. The second house is the house of Taurus and Venus. When you think of the second house, almost said the first, when you think of the second house, think of the question, how do I take care of myself? How do I relax and refresh? We can't work at talents all day. We do have to take time to relax and refresh from work, even if it's work you enjoy. You can only exert so much energy without, crashing down or having a burnout. So it's good to recognize or be aware when you need to relax and refresh yourself. So the second house is all about creating comfort, self-maintenance, and abundance. So the physical representation of the second house would be Venus, the planetary body of Venus. And Venus represents feeling light. It's not a heavy energy. It's not like Mars. Mars isn't heavy either, but Mars is more of action-oriented type energy. Venus isn't action-oriented. Venus energy is very light, very soft, very, very refreshing, relaxing energy. Okay, we're moving into comfort with Venus. So if I can paint a mental picture of what Venus would look like, in a sense, Venus is called the morning star. And this is because in the morning, depending on the time of year, you can see Venus with the naked eye. You don't need a telescope. But this happens in the morning. And so Venus became associated with the light that the sun gives off in the morning, which is very soft, which is very soothing. When you wake up and the sun is shining through the windows and it looks like a beautiful morning, that's the energy of Venus. That sort of appreciation for the lightheartedness of the morning sun. Okay, it's a very light and soft energy for Venus. So Venus is all about being lighthearted and engaging in comfort in order to maintain a lightheartedness until you're ready to go back to work on your talents. Okay, this is utilizing self-pampering, self-comfort, self-maintenance, taking care of yourself so that you're prepared when you do go out and do physical work on either your talents or maybe just your job. Because even if you're not working on your talents and you're just working at, a job to pay the bills, you still need to bring yourself into atmospheres of comfort and pampering in order to refresh yourself to go back out into, back to work. So this is very important energy for balance, work, and comfort. So some things that are associated with Venus energy would be, your hygiene. How do you take care of yourself? When you bathe, when you shower, when you brush your teeth, your skincare routine. How do you maintain your outward health? Also physical health as far as what do you eat? So good Venus energy is eating light foods that don't weigh you down, that keep you in a comfort level. Okay, you don't want to sleep during your entire comfort time. Some people associate sleep with comfort and relaxation, and that's true. You can take a nap or whatever, but you do need to learn to be awake and learn to be able to really appreciate your own comfort and your own ability to create a comfortable situation for yourself. Also, Venus is represented by having a healthy digestive system because you're eating food that causes you to feel light-hearted, light. Your body's not weighed down and sluggish, so you're feeling light, and that's because your digestive system is healthy. Your metabolism is healthy because you're eating foods that cause you to feel light. Another aspect of Venus energy is self-adornment. Your style, your taste, your personal taste. How do you express your self-beauty? And if you're not a woman, if you're a man, how do you express your handsomeness? Because handsomeness is just beauty for men. Okay, so Venus is all about how do you feel when you look in the mirror and you're putting on things to help enhance your beauty. You know, when if you're a woman and you're getting ready to go somewhere and you're adorning yourself with earrings and a little makeup and putting on nice pretty clothes, getting ready to go out, this is the energy of Venus. This is preparing and getting ready for an enjoyable time where you're not going out to do work. You're going out to enjoy something pleasurable. You know, hopefully whatever you're going out brings you comfort. You know, so Venus is all about being lighthearted and feeling beauty when you look at yourself and valuing the image you see because you have adorned yourself in such a way. Venus is also the ability for others to notice how healthy you look. Do you look like a healthy human being when other people see you? You know, people, you can look at someone and tell if they are, you know, they have good hygiene, if they regularly work out, or if they, you know, look like they eat too much, or if they look sluggish, if they look, you know, worn out in the face, you know, if they look like they don't use moisturizer or whatever. You can look at people and tell how healthy they look from an outside appearance. So Venus is also the ability for others to look at you and notice how healthy or how unhealthy you appear to look. So some people have a lot of more Venus energy, or they're more aware of their Venus energy than others. You know, these people carry themselves in a certain way. They believe in self-pampering. They believe in spoiling themselves in a healthy manner. Okay, these people are more attuned to their Venus energy. They like to feel good about themselves. They value their self-comfort. People who have low Venus energy, these people tend to feel like they can't afford to be pampered, or they rarely engage in self-maintenance. Maybe they have so many other things going on in their world that they don't take the time to enjoy self-pampering and self-comfort. But we all have the ability to value ourselves and value our ability to relax. So we all should utilize the ability to use Venus energy, be lighthearted, and create this space from work in order to relax and refresh and regroup and reflect, and then therefore go back to what we are good at and be even more productive. The spiritual side of the first house would be represented by Taurus, and the astrological symbol for Taurus is the bull. And when you think of the bull, think of, or the cow, because a cow is a female bull, so the cow and a bull. When you think of the bull, think of an animal that has an abundance of food to eat. Bulls and cows literally eat grass, and there is an abundance of grass everywhere. They live in abundance. This is why they can reproduce, you know, so many offspring, and you see so many herds of buffalo and herds of, you know, herds of cows, you know, because they have so much to eat from. They live in perpetual abundance. So this is Taurus energy, and this is the spiritual energy of abundance. And this is Taurus is all about being aware of your own abundance, having all that you need in order to relax and feel comfort. Abundance is not about money. This is a myth, okay? Abundance is about comfort. This is what you use money to get things that you need, but the actual energy of abundance is the ability to not need anything, including money. Being able to appreciate what's around you without the urge to go out and add more to that, because you have all that you need. You are abundant and you don't need money in that case. So if you want to think of something for Taurus, think of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden and how they lived in abundance and comfort. They didn't need any money. Going to a tree and picking off fruit and eating it. You eat. They didn't need money. They were in perpetual abundance. And so the fact that you can go into your fridge and get food, that's abundance. Your ability to just walk over there and have something to eat is abundance. Now, that abundance may come from a job, or if you're an entrepreneur, it may come from your own personal talents. But nevertheless, you are the main factor. You would not have that money if it wasn't for you and your decision to go out and get whatever means of, profit in buying that food. If you think of like a farmer, or someone who grows food, they grow their own abundance. They don't really need a job. I mean, they just go out and grow their own food, go into their backyard, get what they need, and they eat. So abundance does not require money. It is the ability to go out, get what you need, or go in your backyard and get what you need and feel a level of comfort. There's no feeling of lack here. So Taurus also represents creating beauty from what is around you. Okay, so think of a interior decorator who creates an atmosphere of beauty for you to live in. They're gathering all of these things to help, when you walk into your home, create a sense of sanctuary, create a sense of peace. Okay, Taurus is about bringing all the things that evoke beauty around you, so that you are constantly reminded of the beauty of life, of the beauty of comfort, of the sweetness of life. Also, you can think of an artist. When the artist finishes his masterpiece, the end result is a Taurus energy type of energy. Okay, you're looking at a finished product. All of these elements have come together in order to create this beautiful piece of art. That is Taurus energy. Okay, creating beauty and others admiring that beauty, like, oh wow, you really use your imagination in order to create a piece of work. Okay, that comes from a level of peace within, being able to create in such a way. So there's another point of Taurus energy, which is the awareness of carving out time from your constant working to create a mood of relaxation and reflection. Okay, this is, imagine taking a hot bath and reflecting on the sweetness of life. You're engaging in something that brings you pleasure. Maybe it's just reading, maybe it's laying down, maybe it's doing a facial, maybe it's, being around people you love. Whatever it is that brings you comfort, it should also evoke within you the sense of reflecting on your life. Um, being able to say, wow, life isn't all that bad. These moments are really special. Okay, so we're really taking the time to reflect on your own personal sweetness of life. So ultimately, you want to become enlightened about the sweetness and beauty of your own life and existence. This is what it truly means to have self-value and self-love and self-worth. So remember, this is a very light energy. It's not heavy, nor is it complex. It's a simple feeling of, I feel good about myself. I feel good about my life. So remember, a question you can ask yourself is, how do you create a space of relaxation and refreshment? When do you take the time to reflect on the sweetness of your own life? So in my next video, I'm going to be talking about how to manifest with the second house. I'm going to go into creating space and manifesting beauty, health, and peace of mind and self-love in your life with the second house. So thank you so much for watching Spiritually Free. This is your host, Lucy. Thank you so much.